Hey everybody, welcome back to Star Trek Recovery. I'm Mike, and in this video we are going to be going over the top 5 problems with Star Trek Picard, Episode 3. Number 5, Romulan Helmets. In the scene where the Romulan assassins are attacking Chateau Picard, one of them gets hit over the head with a wine bottle, and it knocks them out. The problem is, he was wearing a helmet, and he still got knocked out for some reason. So I guess Romulan helmets aren't very effective? They just are there to look cool, I guess. Number 4, Vasquez Rocks. Vasquez Rocks, because of its unique rock formations, has been used in a variety of episodes of Star Trek to represent alien planets. Here we see Vasquez Rocks used to represent itself on Earth. One problem we see here is Vasquez Rocks looks nothing like this. Here's an image from Google Earth giving you an idea of how the Vasquez Rocks area actually looks. There's no huge towering rocks. There's no huge mountains in the background. And currently, Vasquez Rocks is a natural area park, but apparently in the future becomes private property because somehow Raffi was able to build her druggie shack right next to Vasquez Rocks. Now, you'd think that this would be some prime real estate that people would just be dying to live next to and build a super duper huge mansion. But nope, it goes to some ex-Starfleet officer who's now a druggie. The creators of this show could have chosen any location to put this house, but they just had to go for that nostalgia feel and stick it right in front of Vasquez Rocks, which makes 0 sense. Number 3, Emergency Holograms. Aboard Captain Rios' ship, we learn that it's just lousy with emergency holograms. He has an emergency medical hologram, and he has an emergency navigational hologram. One problem I have with this is that I thought emergency medical holograms had a built-in appearance, which the first generation were modeled after Dr. Zimmerman, and the Mark II was modeled after some other random guy. So you couldn't just make the medical holograms look like whoever you wanted, especially yourself. Another problem I have with this is that holograms need holographic emitters to come from, and I didn't see any holographic emitters on Captain Rios' ship. The reason why the EMH in Voyager was able to walk around everywhere is because he had a mobile emitter that he got from the 29th century. This wasn't a common available piece of technology for every hologram in Starfleet to have and walk around with. The last problem I have with this is that it's almost kind of a dig at Star Trek fandom because there's always that question of, well, if they have holograms, why don't they just make a ship that's completely manned by holograms and there's no people on it? Well, now we almost have that. Number 2. Romulophosaurus strikes again. After the interrogation scene at Chateau Picard, we once again witness the Romulophosaurus in its natural habitat, shooting venom that dissolves things, including themselves, but only when they want it to, or right when they're about to die, or if they've been captured. I'm not really sure what the rules are. Just know the Romulans can now shoot poisonous acid venom. And now it's time for our Dishonorable Mentions. XBs. Star Trek Picard just loves coming up with alternative names for things that we already have names for. Here, it's XBs, which is short for X-Borgs, because apparently X-Borg is too long to say. Nobody has time to say X-Borg, so we just have to say XBs. Next up, JL. At the beginning of this episode, Raffi refers to Picard as JL. This might be an attempt on the writer's part to show a close connection between Picard and Raffi, but it just comes off as really out of character for Picard to allow anyone to refer to him by a nickname like JL. Even Riker always referred to him as Jean-Luc. It really comes off as more unbelievable than showing a close connection between these two characters. And now, for our number 1 problem with Star Trek Picard Episode 3, Raffi. The episode opens with Admiral Picard and Raffi at Starfleet headquarters. Admiral Picard has just come out of a meeting and it didn't go well. He ended up resigning, and now Raffi gets the call that she's going to be fired. The problem is, we don't care about Raffi. Who is she? What is there? Why should we care about her? There has been no build-up to make us care about this character in any meaningful sense. We don't care that she gets fired. Nobody cares. This is just an attempt to pull at our heartstrings and, oh no, this character, she's going to get fired. But the series so far has given us no reason to care about this character or even know who she is. So those are the top 5 problems with Star Trek Picard Episode 3. If you like this video, give it a like and a share. And if there are other problems in this episode, let me know down in the comments. That's all for this video, and make sure you keep boldly going.